welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. Oh, are you ready, boys? It's Thursday, so you know what that means. It's time for some evil boys. Even though technically my dwarf one came out earlier today, just don't worry about it, okay? It's fine. Today we are going to be playing as Queek Head Taker. We're playing with the Skaven here. They recently got a huge update with the Rat and the Serpent, which gave them a lot of new units, some new mechanics, fixed some of their older ones. And we're going to play as Queek here because it kind of fits in nicely with the dwarves. He has a huge history in the lore with the dwarves, especially, well, what's his name here? We can go over and check. Belagar Ironhammer, yeah, that's his name. Over the owner of being, like, king of Caracate Peaks, along with Skarsnik, who's over here. Good old Skarsnik. But today we'll be playing as Queek. We're going to play with the Skaven hordes. Now, I should warn you, I have not played that much Skaven. They're kind of a bit of a hard one for me to kind of suss out, right? Because they got a lot of things going on. Like, they have really bad, horrible infantry, because their morale is just something that doesn't exist. It kind of reminds me of Bretonnian infantry. But, we don't have any knights. Really, like, the main killing power that I've come to, at least in my ways of thinking about it, their main killing power comes really from their ranged and their monsters. And so it's definitely going to be an interesting thing. Storm Vermin, yeah, that's their name, are pretty good. They can hold the line. What do we got here? Gutter Runners, pretty nice. I don't know, I don't think they're a very easy faction to learn how to play, but nevertheless, we're going to be getting right into it. Queek Head Taker, of course, pretty much not quite the leader of Clan Moors, but in spirit, he basically is. He's a rarity among the Skaven kind, who are very verminous, who are known for being complete cowards and stabbing everyone in the back. Queek is special in this category because he is honor and he fights. Well, not really honor, but like he's brave, right? He'll charge in and he'll like fight on the front lines instead of just hiding away, letting his bodyguards do everything like most Skaven do. He's just a renowned killer, and we're gonna be killing out the dwarves, getting back Caracate Peaks so we can, get a potion of immortality and live forever, because rats usually don't live that long. But with that said, let's get right into it.
Blessings of filth to you, Queek Head Taker, the right claw of Clan Moors. You and your verminous ilk infest the abandoned mountain strongholds of the dwarfs, who still fight with the greenskins for control, seemingly unaware of your power. The City of Pillars, your traditional haunt, is but a skitter leap north. This lair is fought over by dwarf and goblin things, but is rightfully yours. Further north, the peaks teem with more hated beard things. Manifest your obscene fury upon them, and let them discover why you are called Head Taker. On the periphery, the treacherous wastes herald a sandstorm of the undead. They may become a nuisance, but how you deal with them is for you to decide. For now, causing mayhem in the mountains may sate your verminous appetite. There are many heads to take, and so little time. Get to it.
And bam. Ooh, okay, there we go. So, Queek Head Taker, here we are. Bam. So we got main objective, Caracate Peaks. It's our rightful place. It's the Skaven's rightful holding. I don't care about anyone else. Essentially, here we got a huge debuff essentially until we grab it. Also, Skarsnik and I literally just Belagar Ironhammer, that's his name, also get a debuff until they capture. But as the Skaven, it's not that bad. Only -2 public order, which, I mean, who cares about public order anyway? Who cares about what the Skaven slaves think? Now, so what do we get here? Clan Moors headquarters. The gathering place and center of power for Clan Moors, where warlords address their kin lords. Bam, we get clan rats. Wow, that is I mean, I was hoping for a little bit more, like maybe at least clan rats with shields and spears and stuff, but you know, I guess you get what you get. Now, Obsidian Quarry, that'd be pretty nice for economy and for trade, but for now, we're gonna get up just a basic. Ooh, Night Runners and Slingers could be good as well. Let's see, what else is in? So we got Granite Massif to go take by the Greenskins. So I can probably put a barracks there because you go, of course, always have to manage space in your capital. And I would like Death Runners are really good. Here's all the new units, by the way. So these ones were, of course, in before Bombardiers, but now we have Warplock Jazales and Rattling Gunner teams. And oh boy, let me tell you, they are they are something else entirely. And none of these other things is really worth my attention. I don't think this could be. Of course, I want to get this eventually, but for now, let's pop that up. And let's just get this over with. Every time you first load into a game for the day, it always is a little bit slow, but that's fine. Nodwell's right hand claw, or right claw, because get it, they have claws instead of hands. As right clawed warlord Nodwell, Queek Headtaker has risen high within Clan Wars, a credit to the terrible violence he's unleashed along the way. Ooh, minus 50% upkeep for Storm Vermin and Clan Rat units, and then plus 2 units uses of the Menace below. I'll show you that later, but upkeep reduction, essentially we're cutting it in half, and that's pretty good. And then hates dwarfs and greenskins. Queek smells hated dwarf and greenskins things here. Queek will slaughter all, Queek claims first scavenge rights. Good old Queek. And he starts with Skaven Brew. Oh, wow. Does 44 melee attack. Ooh, and immune to psych. Jeez. Queek is gonna be a bit of a badass here. A little bit of a murderer. They also have as their base stance a chance to ambush. Skaven are like ambush masters. And we start with 2 Storm Vermin, a Gutter Runner with Slingers, and a Warp Lightning Cannon unit. Very good stuff. All very nice stuff. So what's going on here? What's our situation? We're at war with the Arachnos. I don't know. Freaking greenskins up in here. Though I don't think there'll be much of an issue. Let's just move up to my border here. Let's see. Oh, no army to garrison there. It's down there. It looks like, yeah, we'll be able to easily overrun this. Just some goblins, some orc boys. And yeah, let's get some more clan rats. Skaven slaves are honestly just so horrible that they're not even worth getting, in my opinion, unless you're like that desperate for money. But like they're actually just awful. They'll break before they like take any damage. Their morale is so low unless you buff them up through tech and skills, but still, I don't know. Not my personal choice, but you know, in this game you take things as they come, and everything has a use if you can find it. Now for the Skaven, what's our main kind of dealio here? It's kind of like the undead. You just spam out a lot of really horrible things to die so that your really good things can kill a lot. Except in the Skaven, that means friendly fire, and a lot of it. Our really goal here, we want to build up a bunch of ranged unit stuff in Queek's army here. So a lot of rattling guns, a lot of Jazale teams, warp fire throwers, warp lightning cannons, while a line of storm vermin die on the front. Excuse me. And that's, yeah, pretty much our game plan here. That's as far as I know, really, of the Skaven. Of course, there's different things and the nuances I'll try to explain as we go along. But for now, we're just going to take Granite Massif, get this province under control so I can do a commendment. Yeah, this is going to be very easy. It's just a beginning settlement. Knob Nails Orned. Wow, you're dead now. Just did not stand a chance. Now, here's another huge thing about Skaven: food. This is very important. So amount of food basically means how much you can take and have. Now, Skaven, we can go straight up to level 3. We can straight up get a full settlement already ready to go, but that costs a lot in food, as you can see up here. If we go to 2, it costs moderately, or level 1, we'll keep a lot of the food for ourselves, and then from there be able to upgrade whatever we want. I'm gonna go up to level 2 because we're making more than we're losing base even without this. So we're making 3 from our buildings and we're only losing 1 for upkeep. And so I think I'm gonna go up to level 2, so I stay in at least the normal food levels. If you get low on food, as you can see here, it's really bad. Really bad. Essentially ruins your economy and your people. But if you get extra, you know, it helps out quite a bit. And so, okay, we're gonna take that. You gain food from a number of ways, through buildings, through taking slaves, and through taking places as well. Alright, now what do we want to build here? Nest nursery, scrap heap. Whoops. Public order is always nice. What is this even? Recruit rank. That's pretty nice. But only +1 for all units. Not really. I don't think it's worth it. So we're gonna skip that. Public order is always nice to upkeep. We're gonna repair this building so I can get some more better units from the Skaven roster instead of the Skaven slaves. Clan rats even are a lot better. And we're just gonna essentially try and spam out as many as we can. Try and take back Carrick 8 Peaks. And yeah. Now let's see here. Ooh, public order, untainted, growth, and construction costs. That's very nice. Yeah, we're gonna need expansion planning, so we get extra growth and extra reduction to construction costs, which is always very nice. Man, -38. Whew. I guess you always loot when you're taking places as Skaven, because that's just how you roll, I guess. And yeah, it's our turn, really. And we're gonna deal with these greenskins very soon, because they're just a threat. We want to secure up our southern border, and then think about where to expand. Our ultimate goal is to go north, to take Carrick 8 Peaks back, but, you know, it might be good to go out into our flanks here on either side to expand our land and have a nice holding to expand our power where, you know, it needs to go. Now, in terms of major threats here, really, the Tomb Kings to the left here, Khemri, they're gonna be a problem. Tomb Kings are not fun to fight, but if we can get up our ranged units quick enough to, you know, shoot down their big constructs, I think we'll be fine. But they're gonna really have a go at our infantry with those war constructs, Necrofix Colossi, no, not Necrofix Colossi, Necrosphinxes, and all those other big boys are really just gonna run a train on us. But now we can upgrade this building, get some better clan rats, and we're gonna move the army back down to this border. Man, still -11. Ooh. Man, people just do not like it when you take stuff. And let's see, what else can we? Ooh, we can get some night runners. Night runners with slings. Ooh, maybe. I would like some of these. Range, they have a little larger range, more ammo, less missile damage, but everything else is basically the same. Oh, they don't get, ooh, was that fire while moving? Yeah, fire whilst moving. Ooh, do these gutter runners have it? No, they don't either. Well, yeah, let's just get some more of these. Kind of go with our gutter runner slingers here. These are going to be more of a skirmish, get into the back line type of unit. They do good in, you know, they can tank down some stuff. They can get around the flanks easily, and they have stock. So like they'll be hidden from the enemy view until they either get too close or like I open fire with them, because they don't have snipe. Snipe means you remain hidden even while shooting. But I don't think we have any of those things. We're just going to get some night runners with slings, and then we'll get some clan rats with spears. Get some anti-large. Not like these greenskins will have it, but it's nice to have it for the future. Now, this is going to be a lot of green boys. So I want to take my time with building this army so I have a strong enough force to take it on. Because, like, even if I rush in, I don't think I'll have the advantage. Excuse me, just taking a drink of my water. And yeah, that's pretty much all we have to worry about for now. We don't really have a lot of threats, don't have a lot of things to worry about currently. Both people on both of our flanks are pretty chill. Now, the other major threat we have to worry about is the lizardmen, right to our right flank over there. They'll be down in the bottom corner, but they'll probably come up here. They don't spawn too far away, and they'll be a problem. Lizardmen are just a nightmare to fight against. Their dinos just have so much fun eating up little rat boys. And let me tell you, it's not fun. There's hardly anything you can do against it in the early game, other than just hope all your slingers do enough damage to them. And with that, bam, I'm gonna kind of move right along that border, and we're gonna go into encampment stance, so we can just have a night. So they can't just get in and raid our stuff. You see our zone of control there, highlighted by that red little circle, is going over this area, so they can't pass through without having to engage my army. Not like I think they will, but just in case, you can never be sure. And I'll probably just wait until this is done, so we can have some shields. Shields are really good. And in terms of research, let's see, ruthless plans. So I guess that's all we can get. Where does this go? So this is the Skaven tech tree. It's a little bit more linear, I'd say. I guess not linear, but it's very defined paths you go down when you get a building. Most of these require the certain buildings that you get, so as you progress along your infrastructure, you'll get more in terms of your research to have more and more stuff and make your stuff better. So currently we're getting ruthless plans, which will give us food per turn, which is always good. We're currently gaining 0. Settlement upkeep got up there. That's a shame. We need some more food. As you can see, we're getting -5 growth, leadership, and public order, which is never a good thing. But alas, what can you do? Who cares about what the slaves think anyway? Let's look at some of these RORs. This is also something Skaven just got not that long ago. And there's some really there's some really strong stuff in here. You will get to that at a later date, but yeah, we got some really strong stuff. Now, a thing you won't see in our dwarf campaign are these rights. Now, these rights are a very it's all the new world factions, so all the things from game 2 get these rights, and they each do different things. As you can see, this one gives you food and a bunch of good stuff, but they all have a cost, a duration right here, as you can see, and then a cooldown until you can perform the right again. And so it'll last for 5 turns. It costs 3,000, and it'll give us a bunch of goodies, which actually might not be a bad idea. The recruitment cost that's pretty tempting, actually. You know what? Growth, public order, food. Yeah, let's do it. It's also this really cool animation. Bam, we're making plenty anyway, so that should help out a little bit, but mainly I guess I'll kick in next turn. The food is really what I'm for, and the recruitment cost. So when I get this up, it'll be a little bit cheaper, just a little bit, but every little bit helps to get some more units in, spam them in, so that we're ready for the greenskins. Shields aren't, necessarily just straight up better, but in terms of campaign, they are. In multiplayer, you can have an argument because they're a lot cheaper, but I really think the shields are worth it just to have that extra missile block chance. Really can hamper the amount of damage you take from ranged units. Not like the greenskins really matter about that, but of course for future engagements. And yeah, don't really have to worry about too much here in the beginning game. We can occupy all this land. Hello, Silver Host. They want me to break my non-aggression pact with the red fangs. I had a non-aggression pact with the red fangs, and they give me 600. Now Silver Helms, I'm inclined to not do this for you because, well, you're not gonna live very long. I'll be honest with you. You're a minor faction right next to a major faction, so like, also like your major enemy right now is the lizardmen, who aren't too kind to early game undead, where they don't have their monsters, and all they have are skelly boys. The bone boys aren't gonna help you here. But bam, we have up these boys, the recruitment building. So now, yeah, clan rats with spears and shields. Yeah, Marvel's shield. And okay, this is another little trick. If you know you're gonna be recruiting for 2 turns anyway, or if you're playing the Tomb Kings, this is especially nice. You can just use the global recruitment. It's pretty good, and especially with our reduction right now, they're a lot cheaper. So I'll just also recruit from here. So bam, we're getting double the recruitment from local and from global. And so we're gonna get 6 of these boys, and then next turn I'll start taking out some of these clan rats and replacing them with the shields. Now harsh production quotas, bam, why not? More growth, recruitment, reduction to slaves, but not like we care about that because, like I said, slaves really aren't an ideal unit. It's like the peasants of Bretonia. I mean, while they're not horrible, they're pretty horrible actually. While they do have a use, they're a pretty good meat shield. They have the expendable trait, so they don't reduce morale of good units when they run. They just don't get a lot done, in my experience. But hey, who knows? Maybe we'll be brought to desperate levels to have to use it. Now I am curious to see what these ring skins do. Whether they're just gonna build up 220 stacks, which would not be good, or whether they're gonna come out and try and preemptive strike me, which would be an interesting little development. I am playing on hard, as well as you could probably have seen back when I started up the battle. Ooh, Karak Azul. Hold on, hold that thought. Karak Azul has united against us. Man, being brought in by the greenskins to fight this game, and that's a new one. But they're to the north, I believe. Yeah. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, what just happened? Okay. So Karak Azul, yeah, somewhere around here. They're there, and I believe they come down around in this area. So from our north, we might have a little bit of problems, but I don't think for quite a while. Now we're going to start replacing some of these basic clan rats with some shield clan rats. Look at that boy. Look at that angry boy. They're ready for some feasting. And we're able to upgrade our capital. Very good stuff right there. Our population's going pretty fast, which is good. Ooh, 1 from technology, nice. So now we'll always be on a constant gain until we take Mount Arachnos. But you know that we'll cross that bridge when we come to it in a few turns, essentially. I'm gonna play this a little bit more tactically here. I'm not gonna gamble out and try and go in there and make sure I'm ready. I'm gonna try and get them to come to me. Might set up a nice little ambush here, and they'll think they can just march up here and take Granite Massive easily. And then hopefully I can ambush one of them, take out that army, not have to worry about it. And we're gonna have a full 20 stack. That's nearly pretty good. Well, not really pretty good, but like for what we can get right now. And be able to knock out an army, hopefully the other one too, and then just be able to march in and march south. Probably murder the dwarves are down there, take that ruined settlement, colonize it, and just take this whole province. So I think our next expansion plan here is, and just kind of get ready for what might be a pincer, but I don't know. Again, I never really played Queek before. I played Ikka Claw when the DLC came out, and that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, we won't get his like workshop and everything, but you know, I think this fits nicely with our other dwarf campaign going on. And so, you know, oh, excuse me. You know, some things are just worth being inefficient about. Now, bam. Oh, excuse me. Shift, please. Now, bam. Get some more of these boys, and then that's looking pretty good. And these greenskins are just recruiting up more and more, huh? Again, that's not really a garrison to worry about, but that's gonna be a lot of orc boys. They shouldn't be able to get any big guns because it's only a minor settlement and it's not even all the way upgraded. So I don't think we have to worry about that. But even still, orc boys still will probably beat my clan rats. And that's why we're gonna have the menace below, which I'll show you when we get into the battle. And Queek himself, who is a little bit of a monster in melee. There's a lot of duelist lords out there, but Queek is pretty high up there. It's pretty good, especially if I can get his like trophy rack and head taker. What's his legendary weapon? I think it's the head taker, but I guess we'll figure out. It has been a while since I've read up about his lore. I read up his lore in the end times, which was really interesting actually. How he just had all these conquests and just murdered a bunch of dwarves because they just kept on holding up and being surrounded and cut off essentially in the end times, and each dwarf hold got picked off one by one. And Queek was just a badass going through everywhere. Be the best. Okay. Yeah, essentially that. Better troops, more expensive. Not like that really matters too much for us because we're not even recruiting any new boys, and I don't want to recruit these boys just for some extra chevrons. So let's see how much movement is it. Ooh. How much movement do we need for ambush stance? 25? Let's see. Our base chance does have a oh, we got him. We got an ambush, boys. As Skaven, ambushing is key. You'll do it all the time. It's just how you roll. Your sneaky rats tunneling everywhere, and we were able to ambush, which basically means we're able to surprise this army. No reinforcements are going to come. We're going to be able to surround them on the battlefield and just tear them to shreds. Now, this is our first real battle. I could easily auto-resolve this, but, you know, I like to put on a good show, and, yeah, let's jump right into it. And alright, here we are. Now, I'm going with a little bit of a different style of battle from what I usually do. I'm having all of these boys, my main battle formation, in a locked group. So it essentially means if I want to move them somewhere, they'll stay in the formation I put them in. Now, I usually don't do this because I like having all my stuff in like the different groups so I can see, oh yeah, where is my back line? What is it doing? What's my front line doing? How's it holding up? Where are my heroes? But you know, as a Skaven, I don't really have that complexity because all these boys are just going to be out there dying. And all I have to really worry about is my main group of battle lines until I get monsters in the late game at least. I have to worry about is my main battle line of clan rats and stuff, my artillery, and then my range boys. So I got my night runners and my gutter runners. Now, these guys are going to be pretty important to my plans here. Especially these gutter runners, because they're pretty good. Gutter runners with slingers are one of the better slinger units that you can get as a Skaven, one of the better range units. Skaven don't really have a lot of dedicated range. Unlike most factions, they don't have like crosswomen and all that. I'll eventually get Warplock Jezzails and Rattling Gunners, but even then they don't work as traditional range units. I'm not gonna have this in the back line shooting. Snipers are gonna be sniping out high targets. Rattling Gunners are gonna be suppressing everything and shooting everything, friend and foe alike. Same with the Warp Fire Throwers. Bombardiers are a little bit more of a cut and dry story. I'll have them in the back line to throw into large or into big clumps of infantry, but that will all come later. For now, we just got Queek. Look at this boy. Queek and his lads. Queek's lads. Let's go. Now we do have a warp lightning cannon up here, which is really meant for large targets, but you know it'll still shoot the crap out of these greenskins. Bam. Just like that, these goblins. Man, it's just left a ruin. Wow, those two actually got up from that. That's surprising. Already 21 kills though, which is a little bit surprising. Oh yeah, I forgot this was an ambush battle. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so that's a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, so ambush battles, you usually want to surround them. You can surround them from all sides and just kind of rush and kill them. Didn't do that because I forgot. I went to go grab a drink and then came back and was just like, all right, I'm ready to go. But, you know, this still isn't horrible. Not like they're going to have a chance of winning anyway, and I guess this way my artillery has more time to do more damage. And it gives me time to kind of try out this whole way of fighting, and they are blobbing up super hard. Do you see this? Their color scheme is a little bit weird. I don't really like that yellow. Looks a little bit strange on orcs. But, you know, not like they're going to be long for this world. Oh, here comes another brutal volley. Oh, just leaving greenskins dead by the dozen. What is it up to? It's up to 93 kills. Now I'm going to keep my slingers kind of out of range for now, because I don't want to alert them to my position until they're already engaged, in which case I'm going to come around and just shoot into their backs where they don't have shields. Now, a big thing about the Skaven in battles is this menace below. We can spawn a unit of clan rats anywhere. We have 3 uses of it, and we can spawn them anywhere, and they'll just go and fight. But they are spawn units, so they will degrade slowly over time. And oh, that lord just got shreked, but that's not exactly the target I want to be firing at. Let's shoot at those boys. And we can spawn them anywhere. They will degrade over time, so they'll take damage as they're alive until they're all dead. Oh, nice. And we have 3 uses of it. And so it's pretty good, especially against factions that have like a lot of artillery. Because you can just spawn them back there and harass them. And it's pretty nice also to deliver backup to wherever your people are going to need them. Oh, excuse me. Now, our people have been found out. Now, unfortunately for these orc boys, I don't think it's going to end very well for them. We're going to, hold on, just get these guys in here, get the storm vermin. Storm vermin are pretty nice. They're armored and stuff. And so they'll be able to do a lot better than everything else here, but... Okay, so now essentially, yeah, what's going to happen with these orc boys is they are going to engage one of my ranged units in melee, and my rest of them are just going to turn and shoot them in the flank. Essentially how this is going to go. Okay, Queek is in here. I'm going to send in my back line here. We have a bit of a break in the center. As you can see here, Skaven, not very good morale. If you check all of their stats here. Their leadership is only 50, and that's being buffed right now. But that's okay. They are just clan rats, so they're pretty early game stuff. And it's not like they have a chance of winning this battle anyway. Queek is now in here, fighting with the boys. Damn, he's doing a lot of damage. He's tanking this boy, taking him downtown to Skaven Town to be completely devoured by all the slaves. And just like that, their lord is running. Now, unfortunately for him, I don't really feel like letting him go. Now, yep, these orc boys have routed. They're just getting shot at from all different angles. So you can see these slingers just sending all these rocks, killing them. They can't do anything about it. I'll pop down my my little ability here, Menace from below. It's gonna pop up there, and bam, new clan rats. And we're gonna use them charging right in from behind. They're surrounded. These gobos are gonna have a very bad time. Oh, perfect shot. That's their lord dead. So orc boys, they're giving a good fight, but my storm vermin are in there, and they're not gonna go down easily. I think I saw a limb go flying there. Oh, there they go, and they're overrunning them. I do like the color scheme of Clan Moors. It's nice, like purple. Looks pretty nice. But yeah, now the orc line is just completely crumbling. Their lord literally dead. Let's see, can we find him? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think this was him. Yeah, that guy's too small. I think here's what's left of him, just his upper torso. If anything's left of him, his body might not be around. Don't know. But yeah, this battle's pretty much over. Where the greenskins are running. Man, they're still holding out here. These orc boys giving up a good fight. Oh, these guys are surrounded. They're giving their last stand. Frames just tanked there for a second, strangely enough. These desert maps are always weird. They don't quite look right, and they don't quite run very well. I'm not exactly sure why, but desert maps really just tend to do this. The shadows, for some reason, just don't really work that well in this game. It's a little bit strange, but whatever. We're just going in here. This is pretty much game over for the greenskins. Have my slingers running down and shoot stuff that's running away. Oh, bam. Now, to use these units as slingers isn't really what I want for the long term. I want the other more melee-oriented versions, so they can just get in there and kill stuff quickly. But for now, I mean, this is just a nice way to suppress the enemy Does quite a bit of damage anyway, especially with lightning cannons going in. And you know, yeah, these goblins are shattering. Oh, army losses is kicking in. And the greenskins are broken. And it is an ambush, so they shouldn't be able to escape. So, yeah, there we go. We got them. Bam. Ambush successful. Now, some of them did get some quite, like, high numbers of kills. But, you know, we're Skaven. Essentially, we just have our numbers so inflated by just utter crap. It's just all awful. Now, we have a few choices here, but I'm going to enslave. Food, always good. Always going to need it. Now, if they retaliate, that could be bad. I don't know why they were able to run, but they were. And oh. So essentially, we have no other choice but to assault the settlement then. Ooh. Nice to know. Nice to know. Let's get tail weapon. Ooh. 3 melee attack, 4% strength for the first level. Not that bad. Of course, we always get root mouncher in every lord ever. It's just what you do. Now we're gonna gain 18 food this turn from all the captives we've taken during battle. Now let's see. Mount Arachnos. They are getting all their reinforcements. That is ooh, yikes. Now we can increase the amount of dwellers below, or menace below rather, that we get. But it does take up more food. But I think I'm gonna, yeah, we're gonna get like 6x. We're gonna get 3 more uses of it because ooh, this is gonna be a little bit tough, I'd say. This is a lot of work, boys. This third army is really badly beat up, but this first army really is the problem. The settlement is nothing. Nasty skulkers are gonna have a lot of fun with my clan rats because they're poorly armored and not very good at anything. But, you know, what I might do, and here's a nice little tip for all you guys. Always, oh dear, okay, here's a little tip. Always, if you're about to do something like this, merge your units. It just makes them a lot more effective, because 39 clan rats, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to have damage sustained and then rout almost instantaneously. All these other guys are pretty good, but now we've merged those guys into 3, like, pretty much full units. And so we're only down by 3, which we'll make up for with our menace below. And so yeah, we're going to go up to 6 uses. Quick save here. And whew, here we go. The battle for Mount Arachnos. A lot of things depend on this. And my game plan for this is essentially kind of what we did last time. And just murder them. They only have 1 lord, so Queek should be able to murder him pretty easily. And, oh boy. We do have a leadership bonus, though, from enslaving. So hopefully that will help us out here. And I'll see you on the field of battle. Alrighty, so here we are on the field of battle. Now, this battle is going to be a little bit different. They don't have a forest to hide my regular night runners, the slingers. I didn't realize they don't actually have stock here. But, so I'm just going to use them like a skirmish unit instead. So they're going to be up here, they're going to shoot until they get closer to range, and they're going to fall back. Now, I took this a little bit of a hill right here. So my Warp Lightning Cannon can have a nice angle, and even when they're in melee, they can shoot down into the right flank there. And hopefully that'll be pretty nice, if it actually works. The AI targeting in this isn't the best. And so you gotta be aware of that. But I don't think that will be too much of a problem, as long as they can do a nice amount of damage beforehand, before they get in there, and you know, just enough so that my main line can win. It's gonna be very tough. These Storm Vermin they're gonna have to do a lot of work, but Storm Vermin are pretty tough, hard lads. They got 90 armor, bronze shield, not great stats, but you know, whatever. They got 62 melee leadership, so that's better than most of these units. And with Queek there, they should be bolstered in their leadership, because he has that encourage aura, and they have strength in numbers, which they're actually going to perform better the like more healthy they are with strength in numbers. So we're better in the beginning of engagement than we are later on. And then they also have scurry away, so when they're running away, they run away faster. That's essentially what happens, which is both good and bad. It's bad because that means they're further away from your front line if they rally, but it's good because that means they get away from the things that are killing them quicker. Unless these guys at least have a chevron, so that should help, hopefully help out enough. Let's get into it. We're trying to take down their range here. If I can knock them out pretty quickly, that would be good. Oh. They're just like pretty much out of range of my lightning cannon. And they're gonna run around because they're gonna be waiting for reinforcements. They're gonna reform here, which is perfect for my ranged units to get in there and start dealing some damage. And goblin archers have low armor, perfect for slings to just kind of get in. Oh! Oh, that was a beautiful lightning cannon shot. Oh my god. These guys are on guard mode, so they should chase after. Take them down. And they firewall's moving. Gutter runners, firewall's moving. One more volley to chase them off. They broke. They're about like half HP. I'll throw some more slings in here. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that was a good shot. Again, the lightning cannons are more for large units, but they'll be able to do quite a number against these boys too. Let's have them change this more juicy target over here. I do like taking out their range, but goblins aren't the best things to be shooting at with my lightning cannon, so we're gonna just change over to this blob. Excuse me. The chariots, yeah, these guys are a bit of a problem, and luckily the AI, whenever it has ammo, decides to use that ammo instead of going into melee mode. But you know, once they do run out of ammo, oh no, yeah, they're just moving up to fire. Let's get some more slings going here before I retreat them back behind my line to take some cover. Actually, our lightnings, if they could shoot at these chariots, that'd actually be a good target for them. Now they are coming at my flank, and so we're gonna have to change these guys over so at least they don't get that morale penalty from being attacked in their flank. And we're gonna have to break formation just a little bit here. And we're gonna get a charge bonus off against these guys. We're gonna slow-mo it a bit here so I can just zoom in and take in the sights. So their general here is going at them. My clan rats are charging their front line. Oh, they're getting some nice shots into those chariots. They're not moving. And Queek should be coming up to fight him. Very, very nice, very nice. Alright, we're gonna get some more storm vermin up. And I'm gonna keep this guy in reserve and see kind of what's going on. Yeah, now if I pull these guys around the flank here to fire into those nasty skulkers, they're gonna eat it pretty hard. And these chariots are, oh yeah, so super high damage. Lightning cannons do have a bonus versus large. Where's my line kind of wavering at? Now I can actually pop up these guys in the back, and I can get them into their archers to kind of shut them down. It's not going to shut them down permanently, but it will distract them at least for a little bit. Looks like this part of my line isn't doing great. But I mean, with all these slingers here, I think my right flank is going to do kind of fine if they don't break. Oh my god. Queek, you got fucked up, dude. Pop this and get you into it. If I can have this lightning cannon fire their general, that would be very nice. These nasty skulkers are breaking, so are my lads. And this below is almost ready to go again. And I think this left flank really needs some help. Just want to pop them in from behind here. As soon as they're ready, gonna get them. Okay, you guys should be in guard mode. I don't know why you're not. Okay, these guys going into these orc boys. Let's see. Range fire, hopefully break them pretty quickly. My units are returning. Skaven run and then come back a lot. Queek's getting in there, getting a lot of kills. Let's actually pull him back. He's pretty low on HP, surprisingly. That Orc Warlord was able to do quite a lot. Oh, he's coming right into my Warp King. Oh, and he's dead. Nice. Yeah, we need some more troops here. Let's bolster this line with the Menace Below. And you see Menace Below, very useful for the Skaven because your units just run a lot, and so it's able to like bring you back into the fight for a little. Oh, that was a beautiful shot, dude. Oh my god. I'm gonna have Queek just kind of standing around for moral support. And that's pretty much it, because he's just so low on HP. And if something like this is trying to get through, which I do not appreciate. So if I can, hopefully, yeah, if I can get them hung up on Queek, that is going to end very poorly for them. Oh, yeah. That's not where they want to be. My slingers are doing great work. Their main line is starting to buckle a little bit. Without their lord there to support, like, their morale is starting to crumble a bit. Let's see if I can get some shots like into that main line, dude. And let's just see where else, like, can I do a good menace? Over here, get them in around this flank. Okay, there's a clan rats. They're running. Now these slingers actually do have pretty good range. Now let's kind of get them. We're going to have a little bit of a skirmish duel here. Bolster the main line here. I have some storm vermin in there. Oh, that was a bit of friendly fire, but it wouldn't be a good Skaven battle if there wasn't friendly fire. Skirmish duels going. Okay. We're getting a mass rout going on, which isn't great. Really worried about this flank breaking. Oh, the main line is not going good. Now, Queek is surrounded, but that should hopefully open up a great avenue for my Warp Lightning Cannons here. Yeah, okay, I just gotta wait for these guys to rally. Come on, I really need you to rally, like, now. Oh, dear. Oh, I had it for a second, I think, but I think it's starting to slip away. Maybe I just need all my troops to rally here. Queek is running for the hills. They're into my cannon crew. In guard mode. No, keep shooting. Keep on your artillery. Out of Menace Belows, which is not a great thing. Well, this is the best chance I had at taking this. Maybe my slingers can pull it out for me, but they still have quite a bit of range. With Queek running, he might rally. I don't know why you're going to melee. I guess he's out of ammo. Yeah. Maybe if I can countercharge here. If I can break this flank. Queek is back. Let me get him over here. He's super low, but if I can break this flank and if I can rally my troops over here, that would be instrumental. Just our morale is so bad, dude. Was there a way to win? Maybe this is just a hopeless battle from the start. There's just too many of them. But I don't know. That'll be the best chance I had to take this settlement. So let's just try to do as much damage as we can, so that hopefully their army can't sally forth and murder us. But I think this is where things start to fall apart. Get Queek out of here. And it's the last stand of Skaven here. Look across their army. A lot of their units are beat up. Oh, Warp Lightning Cannon crew. Yeah, just you guys just withdraw straight up. Let's get out of here. Where are my gutter runners? Oh, yeah, they're in combat. Yeah, let's get Queek out of here. yeah, that's pretty much the battle. Yep. Alright, valiant defeat. It was close. It was definitely close, but not quite there. I want to take a look at these kills, though. 309 on that warp cannon. Ooh. Queek, man, I'm just disappointed that Queek got so damaged by a single, like, minor lord. Damn. I don't know. Again, I don't play Skaven, so maybe Queek's not as good as I thought. I just, like... I know he's, like, the Skaven melee boy to go to. Ika is ridiculously overpowered, but... man, I thought Queek was a little bit better. Guess not, though, dude. Yeah, the Nasty Skulkers had fun. I think that was the one on the left flank. They were able to just get in there and have fun. But I was able to shut down those other two quite well. They attacked on the right, and I was able to get my Slingers. My Slingers did so good, dude. Man, almost all of them got over 100 kills. Storm Vermin did really nice as well, but there's just too many of them. The question is, if they chase after me, can I beat them? And the question is, that's a hard question to answer. Because they won't have reinforcements, because their other army is, like, dead. It doesn't even have a lord right now. But I don't know. This man is still kind of healthy, especially their archer line. That's just one thing I wish I could have hurt more is their archer line. Or, I don't know. Maybe the warp cannons just did too much friendly fire. I don't know. I don't know. There's our morale broke, and I think that's just kind of the doom for you as Skaven is morale. So there's nothing I could do there. We fought pretty bravely. They lost quite a bit from that engagement. They definitely lost over half their troops. It's probably actually even, what, 1353? I lost and they lost. Let's see, that'd be 1200, 15. Yeah, they did lose more than me. They did deploy more, though. I don't know. It was just pretty well across the board. Clan Rats, again, suck. Skaven infantry isn't really what you kind of think of when you think of end game, really good infantry. They're going to hold the line. I don't know. It's the early game, so we just have to kind of go with the flow. Maybe I should get a second army up just to overwhelm them, but I don't know if I have the economy to support that. Although I'm still making like nearly 2,000 a turn, right? I'm gonna see back on the campaign map. I'm gonna try to get out of here. I literally had to fight this battle as well. It's a nice little tale to show you that the importance of zone of control, because I fell into the settlement and the army inside of its zone of control, so I couldn't move out of it. I had to attack them after I ambushed the first army. So, um, yeah, there's that for you. Zone of control, very important. I'm just trying to look here. The spirits didn't really do all that well. 46, 33, 39. All the other ones actually did surprisingly well in terms of kill, except for this one, but they actually did pretty well from themselves. I think it was a pretty even trade-off in terms of like the units on how they were giving versus taking on terms of damage and kills. And so I think that's kind of interesting that Orc Boys are pretty much on the same level as Clan Rats. Now, again, I haven't played Skaven in forever, since like when Warhammer 2 first came out, and then with Ikit Claw, who had a very different playstyle to this. So, you know, it's a learning experience for me too, definitely. And I'll try to explain to you what I discover as I go along, and this is one of those times where Orc Boys are kind of on the same level, it seems, as Clan Rats, which is very interesting. Not what I expected at all. But bam, there we are. Their lord is dead. We lost those two units. And I am out of their zone of control and reinforcement range. They get Claw leveled up. I'll give them Inspiring Presence. And then it's merge time.
Fake lies, not news.
I don't have any heroes. This is unfortunate. Yeah, that's a lot of boys. That's a lot of orcs, and they're just gonna kind of hold up here. I am making 2,000, so you know what? I think it might be a good idea to get another a lord up. Now there are three main types of lords that you can get as a Skaven. So first of all, you have your Grayseers, which are they're your casters. That's what Grayseers are. They're the they're one of the upper echelons of Skaven society. How it goes is you have the slaves, Then you have the slaves and brown furs, right? They're the common population. And then you get up to black furs, who are a little bit more. They're more your common soldiers and such, your lords, your storm vermin, and then you go up to like the highest rank. Oh, before that you get gray seers pretty much, and gray seers a little bit above warlords, I'd say, in Skaven society, not because they're respected, but because they're feared. Because the gray seers are essentially like the descendants of the horned rat, right? They use his magic pretty much, and they say that they're like his prophets. They can understand his meaning when they really don't, because they're just Skaven. They're just trying to get ahead. But yeah, basically, and above them is the albinos, and above them is the Council 13. Very basic, and there's a lot more nuance to it, because Skaven society is a lot more just, power, might equals right. So, but Great Seers are pretty high up there in the echelon. And so there's Skaven. Mainly they do Ruin and Plague, right? With Skaven magic here. I'm trying to think if they actually have any other lores they get to use in this game. I think it's just Plague and Ruin. I think Ruin's their whole thing. And I think that would help. Definitely help. Turn the tide. Now Warlock Masters is the other type. They have a lot of buffs to machinery. Right? They're the crazy engineers of Skaven society that build crazy contraptions. Excuse me. And yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty heavily armored and all right, and pretty good in melee actually. But I think we want magic. And then we have warlords, who are the basic type. They're cool. I think we're gonna go with one of these guys. Now, Skaven have loyalty. Dark elves also have this. So essentially, your lords can defect if they're not loyal enough to you, because in Skaven society, no one is safe. And if someone sees an opportunity or feels mistreated, they'll rat you out. They'll turn against you, do everything to try and take you down, to take your place and your power. Now we're gonna go try. I think we're going with this guy. He's Ruin. What is even the lore of Ruin? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I think it'll be cool though. So Ruin. He's gonna have 2 to 7 loyalty. Let's see, what do we got? He has 2. That's not good. Now you can increase loyalty by doing things that they want, or decrease it by not doing that and leaving them with like no armies and such. Now you're essentially just gonna spam out some clan rats. I do want to see what is the thing of Ruin. Okay, so Warp Lightning, Death Frenzy, Howling Warp Gale, Scorch. Scorch isn't that bad, but it's not that great either. The Dreaded 13th. Ooh. Oh, that's actually really good. Crack's Call. Man, I don't know how good most of these are, but I'm excited to find out. Where was it? Oh yeah, Warp Lightning is pretty good. Warp Lock Engineers usually have it. And it's more of like, you call it down, it's a very small area, and it can hit down and do a lot of damage. It's not amazing, right? But it's not horrible either. I think it'll be pretty nice to have. I'm gonna see if I can get Queek out of here. He might die straight up, but we gave it the old college try. I'm not mad. You take things that come in this game. It's hard difficulty. Man, they are really fortifying that place up. So essentially, we're gonna have to build up as many troops as I can afford to have, and then just swarm the place with rats. Like literally, just swarm this pass with all of the clan rats I can manage to afford, and just try and overwhelm them with just sheer numbers. Because we almost had that actually, and it was very close. So if I can get like a second army, we might be able to take this without much trouble. And armies are going to be cheap anyway, since we're Skaven, and Queek has that ridiculous minus 50% to upkeep cost. So they don't cost like anything. Oh, we can't retreat. Yeah, there's just too many. Yeah, it's going to be a shame. I really didn't want to lose these Warp Lightnings or these Storm Vermin, but such is life, right? Man, only 42 kills does the AI do with this stuff. Squeak will be back for now, we gotta kind of try and recruit up as many rats as we can. I'm gonna get 2 armies going.
More things for my trophies.
Oh, hello, top knots. They are, I guess, at war with me now. Now we're also gonna get another army over here at Granite Massif. I'm gonna try and wipe out these greenskins here. How long is it gonna take for Queek to come back? I wonder. Oh, ours. Queek, how long are you down for? Only 4 turns? Ah, yeah, I can probably wait for that. Set examples. Oh, yes, this is really good. Extra leadership for my boys.
Mage.
Would be really nice. Okay. Just one of these boys. I'm just gonna recruit one of these lords here for now to get the troops recruiting, and then I'll just replace him with Queek when Queek comes around.
Order, listen, stop.
Which will only be in 4 turns, so it shouldn't be that long. In terms of, I gotta check my objectives, that's right, and diplomacy would probably also be a good idea to check kind of my relations and my standings with those around me, which I don't expect to be very good. These guys kind of like me, they're kind of cool, I guess. I have no aggression back with them. But all that can change pretty quickly. I am Skaven. Diplomacy really isn't my thing except with other Skaven. Because I don't really have, there's not a lot of other people. I guess any like ruin faction really I think I can get along with. Maybe the Toon Kings, but they might hate me. I don't know. I guess we'll see. This is gonna be a whole new experience. So definitely stick around. I think it'll be an interesting campaign this time. Unlike the other ones I've recorded, which I kind of knew what I was doing. I kind of had I had an idea. I had played the campaigns before, but you know, this is gonna be something else entirely. Now, what are these green skins gonna do? Is the question. I think they're gonna heal up. That's my assumption, because I wounded them pretty badly, and that one army is like pretty much dead. So I'd be surprised if they tried to be aggressive and take Granite Massif. It looks like they're doing just that. Looks like they're going to be just healing up and they'll come for us again, but we'll be ready hopefully by then. Loyalty crisis. Okay, Skaven Slave Revolt. A mess, okay. A mess of messages arrives from Skaven Blight. The petulant, angry little Skaven slaves has risen up. The Lord of Decay has requested forces to suppress the treachery. What will you do? Yeah. So this is a loyalty crisis. Essentially, whenever their loyalty gets too low, you kind of get a mission like, oh, something bad will happen, but you'll gain a loyalty. This isn't that bad. Just attrition. For something that doesn't even have anything. Out of our way, capture. The green things are in our way. Remove them from their hovel so we can get to the real valuables. Yeah, Skaven have one of the more comedic Skaven or Skaven what? They have the more comedic voice lines. I like how they talk. It's pretty funny. Yes. Some slingers. Slingers. I might just get straight up regular night runners. They might just straight up be better. Like the slingers are nice for the range, but I don't think that matters that much. Alright, we're gonna get the obsidian. This is pretty nice to get. Oh, if I could upgrade this, that'd be sick. I can get assassin. I can actually get gutter runners, gutter runners are pretty nice. And if you've ever played Vermintide, who? So we're recruiting up more boys. Got more boys coming here. Queek's on his way. Green skins are chilling. It's all good. Man, these armies are ridiculously cheap. I didn't even realize that. They're not gonna cost anything, dude. And it's not SFO, so they don't get the garrison upkeep production. So that's pretty nice. Non-Arachnos, though, it'll be a very nice land to get. As you can see here, they have exotic animals. Another resource to get me more money. Especially if I ever decide to trade, which I don't know if I ever will. Now, I do want to know why Qatar is just gone and burnt to the ground. Because normally I'd expect, these are the guys neighboring Khemri. So I don't even know who they're at war with. They're not at war with Khemri themselves, are they? I thought they start off as you're kind of friends in that. I don't know. It's weird that I got burnt to the ground though and not taken by anyone. So that means I faction that isn't nice there, so dwarves maybe came up and killed them. Greenskins? I don't know. This is very strange that happened. It wouldn't, I can't see it being the Tomb Kings, because they would just straight up take it. To expand their thing, unless another Skaven faction's over there. No, because I'm Skaven, I can see Skaven. Yeah, that's right. Now, another cool thing to note is that they can't, enemy factions can't actually see your cities, right? They're ruins to them. So they need to scout out first before they know that they can colonize there, or their army will just kind of blindly march into it, in which you can fight the battle. Now, praise and thanks from the seers on your aid. However, they still request just a small donation to aid the final quashing of the horrid rebellion. Do it. Get that loyalty up. He's up to 2. He's up to 5. That's pretty good. Now, can I upgrade? Yeah, that is important. It's starting to cost a little bit, actually, here. Might actually get, like, straight up 5 Night Runners. I don't even think that's that ridiculous, either. These guys only cost 99. Jeez. Because, like, I don't have any more artillery to use, and so for my range, this doesn't have to be a bunch of these boys all focusing fire. And hell, dude, even the worst, like, ranged unit with enough of them, you can take down pretty much anyone. Alright. These boys, I guess they're just gonna have to sit like that for a while. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm really just mainly waiting for the Greenskins move at this point. The ball's in their court. And so if they just don't press the advantage, that'd be pretty nice. But a part of me feels like they will. I guess we'll just have to see. Because if they push in, I think the best chance I'd have is to rush both my armies out to face them, pretty much. So I can have a more unified force. That'd be 2 lords fighting in there as well, which would be nice. And hopefully I can get Queek up by the time they decide to push out. And then I can wipe out their armies and then just move south. Like, I have to deal with those armies first before I can do anything else. And so next I might also just, like, set up an ambush in the valley and just wait for them to come at me. Hopefully. Because them just bottling around that last city is going to be annoying to fight. Oh, they didn't do anything that turn. Because that's just going to be a lot of orcs that I can't quite match, I don't think. I don't know, though. So we'll just see. I hope they're not building up to full 20 stacks. That would be a lot of orcs. 40 units worth of orcs would be too many orcs, in my opinion. And I'm sure the Dawi would agree. Too many orcs. That's just too goddamn many orcs. Lillian Volmic. Alright, yep. Clan Mulder has sent rats to whisper at you again, Lord. Their experiments were failures, but if you could offer just a few more rats, they are certain of success. That's not good. He kind of stayed the same. He's taking attrition for nothing. That's great. Loyal again, Volmic. At least is loyal. He's good. Don't have to worry about him for a while. And we're gonna get some more spear boys, but I really think just the regular clan rats are the way to go. I think Queek is 1 turn away from being cool. Yeah, it's 1 turn away from being cool again. And that's just gonna be, oh dude, is it only in his army then, or is it a faction-wide thing? I guess it's only in his army. Man, these guys are just cheap then. Good old Skaven.
We are brave, mighty.
Man, this is just really unfortunate, huh? We got 2 turns on that. Recruit up some more boys there. Recruit up some more boys here. I don't really feel like getting slaves, to be honest with you. Our food is pretty much just staying the same, which is better than losing, I suppose. It's not great, but I'm saying like but a lot. I don't. Okay. And I think Arachnos. I mean, really, it's just a little bit of a build-up, and I'm sorry for this, but you know that just kind of happens. when you just like lose armies like that. I didn't intend for it to happen, but like when you just march into their land, I really thought like I was gonna be able to murder them off with the ambush. For some reason, it didn't kill off the whole army. I think it's because I killed their lord. It's weird. It's finicky in this game because if an army gets ambushed, is in march stance, or already retreats, it should die if you beat it. However, I think sometimes it doesn't work. Because like you kill their lord and then it generates a new lord and counts as a new army. Because whatever like unit becomes a general is like it's like a new army, so you don't want to kill the lord in the battle actually. It's really strange. I don't think it's working as intended. Or maybe it is, and like I just misunderstood how it's supposed to work. I don't know. A lot of things I don't know about this game still, even after playing nearly 1,000 hours of it. Alright, Queek is ready for good to get back in there to get his vengeance, and we just got the... Ooh, we get rid of Doom. A scheme of doom. Yes, a scheme of great doom. Nice. Okay, Scryer, yeah, you get a Doom Engineer who essentially goes into a place and can either establish a Warlock laboratory or cause an earthquake and damage all the buildings pretty good. Now, that is something I haven't actually talked about yet. Skaven now, with their Undercity mechanic, it's changed a lot. You can now get agents to go out and put a Undercity at a place, kind of like you do as the Vampire Coast with your coves. Go to a city, you can put an Undercity there, and you can slowly build up buildings to give you stuff. Whether that's food, money, or you can build up to an ultimate thing to spawn an army, or if you're Clan Scryer, which is Ikit Claw, you can just straight up blow up that city into oblivion. Bam, bam, bye-bye. Whatever that city was, they're all dead. They're all gone. Which is pretty nice. They essentially Skaven nukes. So that's always pretty good, but I don't think we get that as Clan Wars. And so we're just going to go on with just creating undercities and trying to undermine what we can. Oh man, Lami is a huge city, dude. I should go to war with the Silver Host, dude. That's okay. That's what I'm doing next. Man, they went down and took the Lost Plateau. I have to see. Okay, yeah, they are still there. One of their armies did go down though to take that place. That's interesting. The dwarves. Oh no, they colonized it. Of course, I forgot about that. But now we can get a good old Queeky boy. Guess we can cancel this recruitment. Disband. See ya. Queek is now back in charge. Back, ready for some action. So what is it? Yeah, it's 56 for him. Oh my god. That's super good, dude. And then this army will, I guess, be a backup army. Assassin building will be done next turn. That's all upgrade. That's all good. And bam! I think we did a lot this episode. We got our main province set up, and we did one failed assault against this, but we did learn a lot from it. We learned how comparative these units are. These guys are pretty much on the same level as Clan Rats, and that's going to be nice. I'm going to have two armies this time though when I go down there, and hopefully they're split between their two provinces or two city settlements here, and it can be a lot more of a better invasion going down south, and we kind of just steamroll over to the dwarves and kind of get this whole region up. And then I think our next target is definitely going to be the Silver Host, Lamia. That's such a big city, dude. We can build so much stuff there, and so I think that'd be a really good place to expand and continue to expand our influence. Gotta watch out for the Lizardmen though. They're going to be in this area. The Tomb Kings are going to be over here, along with all the Bretonia, Sudenburg, and all that stuff. All those Bretonian and Empire provinces down in the south, all their colonies, and then of course the dwarves and orcs to the north. All culminating, hopefully, in an epic battle to take back Carragate Peaks, which I actually didn't realize I have an Undercity here. Wow. Okay. Man, We have an Underkeep here, a hub of subterranean military might symbolizing the influence and power of those in control of the Undercity. It makes sense, right? Because in the lore, Carrick 8 Peaks is actually like divided into essentially 3 parts, where you have the greenskins in the main hold, the dwarves in kind of like the outer holds, and then the Skaven underneath of it, and kind of coming in. They all fight and they all change positions and stuff, essentially in this never-ending war. And so that's actually pretty cool. I wish I noticed that earlier. So these are the Undercities. You can build a bunch of stuff here. We already have the Underway Keep, which okay. Pretty nice discoverability. Essentially, they're hidden cities underneath these cities, and they have a discoverability meter, which you can change and influence by building certain buildings. And the more stuff you build, the more easily it will be able to be discovered. Now here, I want to build, man, plus 140. Phew. So I'm gonna need some of these concealment things up, so that I want to build the Vermintide. Okay. So essentially, this is our huge end game thing. The Vermintide, I can build this and it'll summon an army right there, bam, instantly. And then we'll have that up, and then hopefully that can like take the city. That is my hope, and I'm gonna invest in that. But like until like I get the research to make better stuff, because some of these researches, let me try it. Hold on, let me try and find it. See stuff like this one. As an extra Plague Monk unit to the small army spawn from the Vermintide. Until I get some more of those up, which will give me more units when the Vermintide spawns and a better army to hopefully break through Carrick 8 Peaks, which isn't going to be easy. Like, I don't know if there is a Skaven 20 stack that can beat essentially 3 greenskin stacks, but hopefully, I'm hoping these armies move out. If there's only one there, that'd be the perfect time to build this up, to pop this, and then essentially just take it. That's the hope, and then they can hold until Queek can move north. Until then, I'm just gonna put some buildings in here though, and see if we can get some food or some money or some other stuff. I'll probably build this so I can like hopefully spread the Undercities to all these other places and kind of build up an economy from that. But anyway, sorry I got sidetracked there. That's pretty cool to know that I have a thing at Carrick 8 Peaks though. But I think that's gonna do it for this episode. A lot's happened, and it's just kind of the starting off point for this Skaven campaign. And if you like the video, please leave a like and comment down below, whatever you want. It really helps out the series and such. Make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Falcon, peace out.